right, team. Welcome back, day 2. Social distancing. Today, it's Thursday. This is day 2 of me being on lockdown in the house. And we're inside the garage gym for my friends over at PRX Performance. We are on day 4 in a row of training, which means we're going to slow it down a little bit. I got a lot of body weight stuff to do today. I'm going to swing a kettlebell just because they're healthy and they get everything turned on. And the idea of a barbell today does not sound great. So inside our members only group right now, we have like a daily challenge body weight workout that we're putting up today, or every day. We're all knocking it out, which is pretty cool. Inside that, we are today going 10, 9, 8 all the way to 1 with jumping, squats, and push-ups. So that's going to be the buy-in, warm-up / little conditioning piece to get the heart moving, get the blood flow rolling. And then yesterday I had some requests on things to do with like minimal equipment. So for minimal equipment today, I have a 53-pound kettlebell. One of my favorite kettlebell workouts is it's like the kettlebell test to pass the strong first cert. So it's 100 snatches for time. I'm just gonna get to 100, so it'll be 10 by 10. At the end of 10 snatches, alternating arms, be 5 on each side, 5 rounds on each side, 50 a side. I'm gonna do 30 double unders. So a kettlebell, a jump rope. We're gonna knock this thing out in about 30-ish minutes. The actual work time will take a little bit less, but some warm-ups in the middle. I'm gonna try and get through this warm-up piece pretty quick without answering too many questions. I'll come back and see what the comments look like. And then we are going to get into the second piece. And once we get going on that, it's a relatively short workout. I'm looking at probably 2 8 to 10 minute pieces right now. So who knows? If you have any questions, let me know. Get into the comments. Tell me just where you're from and what you'd like to see more of in these videos. I pretty much have a full gym at my disposal. So body weight workouts, minimal equipment, full equipment, I'm going to be doing it all. So get into the comments. Tell me where you're from. Let's move a little bit. So there you go. Fun little warm up. I don't really know what that took me. Hold on. Looks like we're about 7.5 minutes into the live. So I probably talked for 3 minutes, sorry, about 4 minutes. Pretty okay with that. Now we're gonna get into the strong first snatch test. It's another one, just a good little breathing practice. Hips, glutes. You can tell I don't do a ton of stuff in here besides really lift weights because I went to go open my jump rope, which I thought was created. I've had this for about 6 months and I haven't jump roped in here one time. So the jump rope is not completed. It's an RPM jump rope. It's really nice. I just don't jump rope. So we got 100 snatches per time here. I was going to do jump rope double unders for 30 in between. Instead, I'm going to probably make this a zillion times harder. I'm going to go 10 hollow rocks after every 10. So it'll be a total of 100 hollow rocks and 100 kettlebell snatches. Be alternating arms, so 50 a side. This will be fun. Hold on, I have a question here. Hey, Anders, saying hello from Germany. Basically standing in the kitchen, washing the dishes after dinner. Dope. Be safe over there. Euphoria, the side project. You have to be somebody that's not, I don't know what the side project is. Rat, I'm stalling right now to catch my breath. Have fun doing the dishes. Watch this, I'm gonna die. This is gonna be great. Oh, right on, team. That's a good one. Oh, look at this. Hold on. We got a couple of them here. Sounds like a workout I'll be trying tomorrow. Yeah, get after it. That was fun. I think that took me, hold on, took 21 total minutes, 10 to 1 push-ups and jumping squats. Just a decent little burner to get a lot of blood flow and just accumulated awesome. And then 10 by 10, 5 on each arm, kettlebell snatches with a 53. And then hollow rocks for 10 after each set of 10. So, yeah, pretty sick. I think I'll walk through a little bit of tutorial here on the snatches. There's a lot of technique involved with them. And if I get my abs back, we'll talk about how to do hollow rocks and how to tighten that movement up, because it's a really complex movement and super beneficial, but it can lose its benefit very quickly. So let's see. Cheers, mate. Have fun. Absolutely. Loving your podcast on Barbell Shrugged. You're the greatest. That really, truly is amazing. I appreciate you tuning in. We put a lot of work into that. Unfortunately, we're getting held down a little bit. It'll be the first time we've ever recorded over the internet because of coronavirus. So me, Mash, and Doug are going to be hopping on. We were trying super hard to get to a location this week, but we just, man, this thing's scary. I feel like we're in this thing for 12 months and it's going to be wild, or for 12 weeks at least, and it's going to be wild. Mo, hardworking man, how can I improve my technique? Not to rip open my hands with the kettlebell snatch. Got that. Thanks for sharing, Yolanda. You're a savage. Try not to rip my hands open. Brett, I think I got my arms back, breath back a little bit. I'm going to run inside for 1 second and see what my wife is doing. She might be able to hold the camera a little bit better than I can, and we'll be able to talk a little bit clearer. So give me 1 second. You're working? You're working right now? Oh, got it. That's one thing beautiful about the home garage gym. You don't even know what's going on inside. She's super busy with the little one. You can tell this is live. Look at us making it happen. I'm going to speak loudly. Hopefully you can hear everything that's going on. I'm going to widen this up a tad and then try and bring all of this closer so we can really see what's going on here with the snatches. And hopefully you can hear me. I'm going to speak a little bit louder to make this thing work. So the very first thing that I always think about, and I've had like a legitimate, I didn't learn kettlebells through CrossFit classes. I learned from going to kettlebell gyms, and it's very interesting how they teach tension and torque. So it's super cool. And a little bit different knowledge if you're just from the CrossFit space. One of the biggest things you want to think about, just taking it off the ground, which makes a huge difference in your preparedness to be able to get right into the first swing without anything funky happening. If you walk up and you start by just picking it up and coming to this resting point, there's a good chance you're going to be using your low back unless you hinge first and then start to swing before you actually get into number one. Now, an easier way to load your posterior chain, get a lot stronger back here and prepare for that first swing is this hike. So I'm just going to use my right hand. And what you want to think about is as you pull back and load, everything comes back and load, and then through your hips, everything shoots forward. But you're only going to have the bell in one hand, right? So that other one is a release tension, everything coming forward, and then you close it off while you finish. So just for the swing here, we're going to be able to create that tension, swing back, and then we're just going to pop our hips and create tension with that other hand. So a really easy way to think about that is just standing and popping those hips. You're squeezing your glutes. It's not a back thing where you're throwing your hips through. It's stand and squeeze, and that momentum is going to carry forward. So the difference between a swing and a snatch is really going to be as soon as we finish, shrug, and keeping it in tight. Now, you can save yourself a lot of pain. A lot of people have that problem where the bell just swings over and smashes into their forearm. By turning your hand in as it goes through your legs, you will save yourself 98.342% chance of having that thing swing onto your back, onto the back of your arm, and hurting yourself. So what that looks like is just a little turn in. Hi, precious. How are you? Is turning that hand in, so the back of the bell is pointing back. And when you come up, it's finish, elbow comes high, and you're going to snap through. Cool? As soon as the hips finish through, shrug, elbow high, all the way through. Ready to rock? There we go. Make sure that thumb points back as you go through. That hike lowers the posterior chain. Turn it in, thumb back at the back of the swing. Stand, close your glutes, hand comes through with tension, shrug, and we finish. Now for the hollow rock, I really dig a hollow rock because the goal here is to create as much tension through your midline as possible. And if you start in a V here, there's not going to be much tension. It's a much easier way to hang out on your low back. But as you extend those levers, it gets significantly harder to keep your feet off the ground and stay tight. 3 things that I always teach and want people to think about while they're doing hollow rocks is pointing your toes, pointing your fingers, and squeezing your butt. I want you to use your butt, your glutes, as the way in which you are catching yourself from going too far and throwing yourself back as fast as you can. So as your feet go through, you're going to rock on your low back, and then you will get to the nice shelf portion of your glutes. That is your cue to squeeze your butt as tight as you can. Stop the momentum from going into your toes and into your legs. You're stopping your body from moving. And as you squeeze, it should also throw your body back. So you're creating this rocking back and forth motion. Pro tip is that you want to create a space in which you're moving as little as possible. So the more you go like this, the more energy you're actually dumping because your glutes aren't firing quickly and they're not strong enough to push you back, okay? So the best way it can look is these tiny little, simple, controlled, super high tension movements as you rock back and forth. So a really sloppy one, let's go with a good one. So a very good hollow rock is going to have you pointing your toes and you're going to be hanging out on this low back. And as you come back and forth, you're doing them as shallow as possible. We want little back and forth. A really sloppy way to think about it is if you're coming here and you have these big, gross rocks that don't look controlled. Your feet are hitting the ground. You're rolling up on your shoulder blades. So stay as tight as possible. Create as much tension in your glutes. Throw yourself back. Point your toes. Squeeze your butt. Point your fingers. Long straight lines. And tomorrow, friends, I don't know what time we're going to be in here, but this has been super fun the last 2 days. I really appreciate all the questions. Yolanda, you're a savage. You can squat like me, I promise. And this is fun. We're going to keep doing it. We got I keep saying that we've got a full training block in isolation here, which is crazy to think about. But at a minimum, I think we got 12 weeks, and I'm gonna get out here, connect with you guys, hang out. If this stuff helps, we'll get a good dialogue going, and I'm stoked to be out here and just serving the Shrug community. So thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. We're all going through this thing together, so I'm just as in my house as you are, and very fortunate that I have this gym. And thank you for tuning in. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Don't know the time. I know the place. It'll be my house. Let's get strong.